Alright, welcome back to the Chajan podcast. My name is Rohan, and we're the usual cast. We got, the bald man, Sani.
Hey guys.
We got the guy who takes slow and steady way too seriously, Sadiq.
Yo, what's up?
And we got the fucking haram child himself, Sadman.
Yo, that's not true. I'm the angelic one.
That's cap.
He's the haram child.
Anyways, we're changing up the things, how we format the podcast. We're gonna do this smaller segments, various topics. So, starting off with something not too pleasant, you wanna tell us what it's about?
I don't want to be the bearer of bad
Okay,
news, so we're gonna have Sani do it.
Okay, you wanna do it?
No.
Or do you want me to do it?
Yeah,
okay.
I think you guys should.
So I'm pretty sure you guys already know about the Jacob Blake situation. So we kind of want to discuss that and give our opinions on it, as well as the Muhammad Muhaymin situation as well. You want to go first?
Should we? I don't know if I'm sure you guys have heard of the Jacob Blake situation, especially, or have seen the footage or whatnot. It's all over social media right now. But essentially, what happened was there was a man named Jacob Blake. He's 29 years old. He has 3 kids. I think the oldest one being 8. But anyways, one time he was at the park, it was in front of his neighborhood.
He was at home.
He was at home in front of his neighborhood, like in his neighborhood, and there was these 2 women that were fighting over something.
So he was just driving.
Yeah, he was just driving somewhere, but he stopped the car. He went outside and tried to break up the fight between the 2 women. In the meantime, the neighborhood people called the cops, saying there was domestic violence going on. And when the police came over, they saw Jacob Blake trying to defuse the situation. But what they ended up doing was they ended up trying to arrest Jacob Blake. And when he refused to get arrested and he stood up to go to his car, they shot him in the back 7 times. And then afterwards, in front of his kids, by the way. Yeah. And afterwards, he was taken to the hospital, and now he's suffering paralysis from the waist down.
It's just so stupid, man. Like, we were talking about this earlier, like the fact that this is still happening after everything that happened with George Floyd, and no one gives a shit. Like, I see dumb people on the internet fighting over this stuff, he deserved it, or the cops need to protect himself. There's literally 4 cops, 1 of him. They could have easily subdued him. There's no reason at all to shoot him. I know it looks sus, he's the way he's walking and going.
It seemed intimidating.
It seemed intimidating, but there's 4 of them. There's no reason.
They could have, because he was walking from one side of his car, which was the shotgun side, to the driver's side. In the meantime, they could have stopped him because from the way, his demeanor back, from there to the driver's seat, you could tell he seemed kind of intimidating. If the police were really concerned, they could have arrested him before he entered his own driver's seat. They didn't have to shoot him 7 times when he opened the door. Also, why 7 times? Right?
That's so unnecessary and excessive. It's they're trying to kill him.
Essentially, they're trying to kill him. That's what it looks like. I'm sure we're not the only ones who would agree with that, but I'm sure anyone who sees the video, if you haven't seen it, you can find it online. You can see how this guy has been shot 7 times. It's almost like he isn't a human being to the police.
They don't consider him a human being. They forget the fact that he literally has 3 kids in his car. His kids are in the car with him, and they just saw their kid, dad.
Infants too, man.
Yeah, they're young. They're 3, 5, and 8.
3, 5, and 8.
So they're literally traumatized pretty much, and they think their dad's dead.
And then on top of that, I was recently looking at the reports by Jacob Blake's family members, and they said that Jacob Blake was more concerned about them being upset about what happened, moreover than him being paralyzed waist down. So it just shows you how selfless of a person he was, thinking about other people's needs and stuff, even when he needs the most support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What you guys want to talk about anything? No.
No, I think you guys covered it pretty well.
No,
you guys want to bring up the Muhammad Muhaymin situation?
No, I think that's most of you guys.
I think we should.
Okay, so there's also the situation with Muhammad Muhaymin. This happened 3 years ago. It's literally the George Floyd situation, just way worse in my opinion. You know why? It's because the cop literally said, Muhammad obviously is Muslim, right? And as the cop had his knee on his
he said
throat,
he couldn't breathe.
He couldn't breathe.
So he's like, Allah, please save me.
Allah, please save me. And what does the cop say? He has the audacity to say, Allah's not going to help you right now. That's the most disrespectful shit you can possibly do, man. And it's
as you're on someone's throat.
Exactly, you're killing the guy. I'm he's going to ask for God. He's scared, right?
Yeah.
And it's the fact that it happened 3 years ago. and no one knew nothing about it until now, and it's still not getting the media coverage it deserves. It's like
it only got a little bit of coverage by local news. There was an investigation into the incident, but it was from the police department themselves. It was an internal investigation, not from citizens' perspective. Yeah. So what happened was they did an investigation. They said that he took drugs, and that because of that and his underlying health conditions, he died on the spot, right? Because his lungs collapsed. But when the family, So then what happened? Those police officers didn't get arrested or anything. One of them became a detective, and the other ones got promotions, and they're still all working. They're all actively on duty right now. But one of the family members hired a coroner to actually go examine what happened. The coroner said that he died because of
suffocation.
Basically suffocation. His the airways to his lungs were collapsed because of the pressure from the officer's knees, and then because being in a really intense situation like that, your heart's beating and you have other like things going on in your body. He's also had the tendency to throw up, and when he vomited, and because his lungs collapsed, so then he just choked on his vomit and he died on the spot. The last thing that was recorded on the body cam was the cop saying he's dead.
I think you guys covered it pretty well. It's one of those situations where these cops are not being held accountable for their actions, and something needs to be done.
I know we didn't agree. We didn't plan on saying this, but should we quickly discuss how like what are your thoughts on the NBA and the different teams trying to boycott or drop out from the...
I'm glad they're doing it, because like if they were to continue doing it, because the NBA is such a big tournament as well as the playoffs, it would have taken the attention away from what's important right now. And I'm glad that, especially the Milwaukee Bucks, considering it happened in their state, I'm glad that they're taking the step as well as the other teams as well.
Exactly right. And
for the teams that aren't right now, y'all need to do the same. Like that's not what matters.
This is where solidarity is really, really important.
Yeah.
I know that like in our society we seem to if we look back, like racism was very overt, right? And you could see it everywhere. But nowadays we think sometimes that racism doesn't exist anymore. It was just a thing of the past.
Yeah.
But actually it's still very much here. It's very much present. It's just kept very low key.
Before, right? And I feel like it's like everyone's showing their true colors now. I mean, especially in America too. And especially when you have like big power heads and figureheads that are also like showing their true colors and how they feel, then the people that are hiding behind, their fears are coming out and they're saying what they, what they feel and what they're scared of as well, and they're showing it by, killing all these black people.
Yeah. So basically, if you guys don't know about it or anything, we'll leave some links in the description. Read it up on it, educate yourself, and we'll leave some donation links as well. So donate if you can.
Most importantly, please educate yourself.
Yeah. And if you're in like one of the areas that are affected listening to this, contact your DA, legal attorneys, and get them to get the proper action that's needed to make up for these injustices.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to a more lighter note. Let's talk. Well, not really, but kind of.
I guess it's all right. So you guys
spill the tea, boys.
All right, you guys know about the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation, where Tory Lanez apparently allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion on both feet during a night out. What are you guys' thoughts on it?
You guys go.
Yeah, Sadeep, go ahead.
For a dude that sort of shows himself as this big shot figure, Megan Thee Stallion, obviously the shooting should have never happened, but she was also turned around and walking away. Such a coward thing to do, but
they're arguing.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't have happened. I don't care, right? No shots should have been fired, and she was walking away from the situation too, right? There was literally no point.
But you just called her a coward.
No, I called Tory a coward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you heard that.
What do you think?
Yeah, but as much as I like Tory Lanez, but it's you can't just shoot women all day long and just get away with it.
All day
long.
That's what I'm saying. All day long.
Bang, bang.
Yo, that's so dumb. I can't believe he did that.
I don't know. Here's what I think. I know you guys are all seeing Tory Lanez is bad, but where's the proof? So far, I get Megan Thee Stallion originally claiming that she had stepped on broken glass because the police came in with all the Black Lives Matter situation going on. They didn't want to get shot themselves, right? Saying that Tory had a gun, but okay, he was he was charged for having a weapon that he didn't have a license for. But there's no charge on him actually shooting her. She said that Tory Lanez shot her. Tory Lanez never commented on it, and none of like the publicists or anyone commented on that. But I do like that does seem like sus. But at the same time, Megan Thee Stallion right now, she seems like she's, like getting close to the peak of her career, right? She's getting very, very famous. With her song WAP with Cardi B, topping the chart singles. Do you guys think that maybe this was also part of her plan? Like talking.
Oh, it's like a clickbait thing.
Highly doubt. I don't think anyone want to fucking injure themselves. That's kind of stupid if you did that.
And it's also one of those things where at the end, if people found out the truth and if what you're saying is the truth, that would just be.
How can you find something like that being the truth, right? Unless.
It'll come out. Everything comes out nowadays. Yeah. Like that would ruin her career even further.
Yeah. But like she at the current moment, she's getting all the publicity she needs, and with her songs coming out, everything, she's just gonna make top.
It's kind of stupid if she injures herself for clip because she's already big.
It's not like other artists haven't done publicity stuff.
They're getting married or something.
Publicity stunts.
Yeah, but they get married. Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah. She's already big. She had a song with Beyonce before like the Cardi B one. That was massive. She's had Savage. That's her biggest song.
I don't know. I feel like because we don't have
there's only
solid proof.
There's two people in that car who could have shot her, either Tory or the bodyguard. But the bodyguard was driving. It was most likely Tory, and she said on Instagram Live that was Tory. But I don't know if she's.
Tory also hasn't come out and said anything.
That's what I'm saying. But so we need to hear both sides. We need the proof, right? We need proof.
Do you guys believe that he was flirting with Kylie Jenner before?
I could see it.
Yeah, I do that too.
Even Megan Thee Stallion said that Kylie Jenner was no part of their argument or anything.
Really? No, that's actually why they started arguing.
That's what was reported.
That was a rumor, but Megan Thee Stallion said that was not the case.
Are you decrediting TMZ, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on TMZ today too.
I'm decrediting what I saw by Megan Thee Stallion on her own live video. You don't believe the person saying what she's saying, then who you gonna trust the source?
Bro, TMZ is like Wikipedia. TMZ.
Thank you, Shad. That's where me and Shad both get our news from.
That's Wikipedia isn't reliable, so TMZ is just even worse than that.
Are you kidding me? Wikipedia.
Tory's he's fucked up. He's pretty much pulled a Chris Brown at this point. You're gonna have to do something big to get his shit back.
If what happened is true, I think he should be held accountable.
Do you think both should be held accountable in that case?
No, the one person that shot them because there's no reason. There's really no reason.
Yeah.
She was pretty much trying to ruin her career at that point, and it's so stupid.
Yeah. So I think that's enough of Tory and Meg. Let's get to the juicy stuff.
Bro code.
I mean, that was pretty juicy, man. I don't know, man.
But I feel like this would be the juiciest.
Juiciest, yeah.
Juicy fruit.
Juicy J.
Sponsor us, please. But yeah.
What's the juicy fruit slogan?
No idea. Do they have slogans?
Yeah, they do. The taste that's gonna move you.
Shit.
Oh, what are you looking so deeply into that eyes like that?
Oh.
The taste that's gonna move you.
It's that.
Isn't that 5 gum?
Nah.
It's that sexual tension we have with that eye contact, and
how it feels to chew 5 gum. All right, so bro code.
Okay, so I was thinking of a question, and my first question is: if let's say, here comes slowly. If let's say one of us breaks up with a girl, and another one of us is best friends with that girl,
or best friends with the guy too.
Yeah, both.
Originally, right?
Yeah. So what's okay in that regard?
I think, but there's one thing you
cannot slide in for at least a year, in my opinion.
At least what makes the whole, or how did you decide with the 1 year portion?
I'm just guessing something I said 1 year. I feel like that's depending on how long they were together. I feel like at least a year would be a grace period before you, try to make some moves and shit.
I don't know, man. It depends on. You said that you said originally you're best friends with the guy, right?
Your best friends,
or your best friend.
Or let's say you're closer friends with a girl. than the guy.
But you're trying to hit up on. Are you trying to go out with the guy or? No.
The guy is part of your boy group, like the boys.
So like, let's say Sani, right? Yeah. He breaks up with whoever girl, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're friends with that girl too, but you're closer to her. Let's say you like her. Like, if they break up, will you make the move, or will you respect that they're just together and like give it some time?
Also, as best friends, like
are you okay with that?
You're also comfortable with like touching in certain ways, but obviously not too comfortable, right?
Like just hand gestures, like hand
gestures, hugging, cuddling.
I mean,
cuddling.
That can happen. I don't know.
Don't look at me. Nothing happened.
I know Sani and Salvan, y'all are close.
I think that like.
Depends on the friend.
I think you should ask the guy too.
Yeah,
you gotta ask the guy, right? A lot of times, like this is what happened. Like I know people where this happened, right? This exact same scenario happened where there were 3 friends, but 2 of them were dating. But when they broke up, the third guy, he jumped in. Yeah, he jumped in. But like right after he went with the girl, his original best friend, the other guy, they're no longer friends anymore.
Yeah.
So like obviously. You gotta ask your guy first, right? You gotta ask your bro first how he feels about it. Because in other relationships I've seen where that happened, the person asked the other person if they're okay, and the other person said yeah when they finally moved on, and then so you gotta obviously know. You can't tell them right away. Let's say they just broke up, and
Hey, by the way, I know you're going to do something.
I know, but obviously you gotta wait until your friend has passed that phase. Has gone past it. Then you can go ask them.
Have you guys seen that scene in Wolf of Wall Street where Jonah Hill is like married to his cousin? Can I swear?
Yeah.
And then he's like, she's my cousin, but like, if anyone's gonna fuck her, it's gonna be me that I'm gonna fuck. So, you just broke up with your girl, but if anyone's gonna want to have sex with her, it should be me, bro.
It's low key incest.
But he's not fucking his cousin.
I think okay, back to the question, but I think you know what? I think it's fair if you go for the guy and the girl. That's even. If you're bisexual.
It's not just like a threesome.
That too.
It's just like tears.
They seem too excited. What's going on?
One's on Tuesday, one's on Thursday.
I'll be honest though. I feel like most guy friends won't be okay with you like dating their girl. Like if not ever, at least not for a while, like a long time. Not until at least feel like they're like secure enough to do it, right?
Yeah, I guess you gotta respect.
You gotta respect it. Yeah. You can't just like jump into it because you're gonna fuck up your friendship 100%.
It's like 2 weeks later.
Not even, bro.
Pull up to their house.
Some dudes, they're gonna do it like the fucking same day that they break up and shit. They're like, yo, blah blah blah. Let me comfort you and shit.
Yeah.
That TikTok trend, it's like the best friend. Call your boy best friend. Say that we broke up.
Oh yeah.
Oh right. Yeah. And then the boyfriend's like right there, right, watching as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I'll come over right away. He was nothing. Don't worry about it.
There's another one I saw where it was like, the girl called his the guy's best friends, right? Saying, what did my guy do last night or something, right?
Yeah.
And they all covered. They're all like, yeah, we watched a movie. Yeah, we were playing video games at my house. We were like just chilling, right? But the thing was, the girl was with the guy the whole time. So it's like the guy, boy. That's how you know who your loyal friends are, right? When they're covering for you.
Let's make a pact now.
What's the story, right? Sammy does that with me,
Yeah.
Apparently, he was out 4:30. I mean, a friend of mine. And then he was at a party and stuff, right? And then he told his mom that I was at Sanin's house at 4:30. I'm like, man, I was sleeping at that time too. What are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, man, I gotta get my story straight, So we were at a party, or we were at your house, and I was like, okay, fine. Yeah. So what's the thing, Shad?
Let's make a pact.
Yeah.
When we all have girlfriends.
No, we're not. I disagree to this because it's being recorded right now.
Oh,
dumbass.
We're not still get a girlfriend because he's gay. So No,
it's being recorded. Are you really gonna make a pact in the recording? This is like proof right now.
No listens to this.
People, I'm sure your girlfriend's gonna listen to this.
Well, anyways, we agree that none of us are gonna go for any of our girlfriends, so it's fine. Or any of our exes. At least not for
my pact is if we're out late at night.
Yeah.
And a girl doesn't know where we are. The next day she wants to know. She calls one of you guys.
I mean, Sally, we don't pick up your phone, bro.
You don't pick up your phone.
I will pick up.
You said pick up 5 minutes ago.
Send me like a look.
That's a good thing. Because if she calls him and he doesn't pick up, that's good for me.
We should have like a safe word. The safe word would be like, I don't know.
Peaches.
Our safe word would be penis. And then when we get the text, we'll be like, oh shit, he's gonna call me soon. I need to cover.
Thing is, I'm only worried about you two because if she calls me, y'all aren't gonna pick up. But if she calls him, he'll most likely pick up. So like, I know. He'll be up.
That's why the safe word text.
Are you sure, man?
Send it like 30 minutes.
Do you really lie? Have you ever seen me lie?
Well, you're gonna take a bullet for once.
No, I'm gonna be like, who?
Wow. Okay, but
who? Rohan? Never met this dude in my life.
Yeah, I agree. But like, yo.
So Rohan's the accountable one.
No,
I'm in Toronto, so you can't,
Oh, you're 6 hours ahead,
Yeah, but the thing is, I know, even if we agreed on a story,
I'm not here, bro.
Yeah, that's very funny.
I was hanging out with Suneen. He's in
Toronto. I fuck it up too by accident.
Maybe 10
you go for
Yeah. But yo, okay, what's another thing? Like,
Sani, what do you have to say?
Okay, what?
You have a question? Sani had a question.
You have a question?
Sani kind of answered my question.
Oh, man. Yo, is that what all you guys care about, man? Oh, man.
Bro code?
Yo,
yeah, that's what the bro code's about,
this?
you know?
Like, what's like the limit to where like we can, what kind of lie would ruin a friendship? Or like what kind of thing that's really fucked up would like ruin it? Or like break the bro code?
Yo, no.
Oh, like disrespecting.
Oh yeah,
I can like look at any of you guys the same. I just be like, wow, you treat my parents like that. Like it's kind of mean, man. Like it just hurts, It just like would break a friendship.
Thing is, I don't think I have to worry about that because none of us are disrespectful like that.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. What's the limit for you, Shadman?
Jokes aside, like, of course, it's normal to banter and joke around and stuff and tease each other. That's fine. But there's always got to be, obviously you can't bring up family, right? You can't, joke about someone else's family. Yeah. That's a big no-no. I don't know, man. I feel like you got to know, if you're really good friends with someone, you got to know where the limit is, Everyone doesn't have the same limit. We can't all be like, this is standard. Okay, family's standard. But, other stuff, there's, we all have varying levels of tolerance to what we take and what we don't take. If we're really good friends, then I got to know, what your tolerance level is, right? I'm not going to exceed that because I know that's going to F up our friendship.
Yeah.
Everyone's experiences
are
different, so, yeah.
I feel like there was a time where, one of my friends, he was like, he's supposed to pick me up from the airport.
Sammy?
Listen to this,
Yeah.
How many chances does he have?
Oh my god, it pisses me off so much. It's like I don't call you anymore. You don't pick up my calls. You give up. And then
therapy with Sammy now.
That's what this should be called.
And then Sammy is like, he's just like, we were supposed to go to the gun range one day. He didn't wake up, so I had to tell another friend to pick him up. Thank God, because he didn't wake up that day too. So I would have been disappointed, how many times are you gonna disappoint me? I come after so long. I want to hang out with you guys. And
after so long.
Calm down.
What's the word? He's talking about Sammy.
Yeah. He said disappointing. And then right after, come back.
Yeah,
that was good.
He's talking about a guy.
Yeah.
I don't touch.
I'm like, stop, man.
Yo, can you do the outro real quick?
Alright.
Just because when that cuts off, we can keep going. So we have the outro for this.
Okay. So that concludes our episode for today. We're gonna have some links posted for the Jacob Blake and Muhammad Muhaymin. Just check out the description; it should be there. And yeah, let us know if you if there's any topics you want to talk about. If there's anything we should improve on, that'd be great. By the way, hit the subscribe button and follow us on IG, the Cha Time Podcast. Same thing with Spotify.